on that beat, going crazy.
Emerson Electronics. Those of you who know this brand know, generally these were sold at places like Kmart, Sears, and for those in the South, Rose's, which are all discount stores. And generally speaking, these products were very low in quality. Back in the day, the very first home CD player that I got was an Emerson brand, because at the time the Sonys were about $300 and this Emerson was about $160. Now today we're going to look at the triple play linear CD changer model MS3103. Picked this up off of eBay for $9.55 with $18 shipping. So still overall pretty cheap, but I have to say right up front, the worst amplifier I've ever tested.
Thanks, Big D. This is Dick Riculous.
Here's a picture of the MS3103 complete system with the speakers as well as the remote control. My unit did not come with the speakers. You can see those here. Two-way setup with probably like a 5-inch mid-range and a cone tweeter. You can tell by the back, these are made in China. They've got a port in the back. They have the wall hanger hooks. Very cheap speakers, so I'm not missing these at all. Overall, the unit itself, that reminds me of the B&O systems from back in the day. Very cool looking. Here you can see on the left we have the preset random, time mode remain, preset down, repeat. And then at the bottom left we have the forward, reverse, play, pause, multifunction control, time set memory, and then the open and close, which opens up the whole CD player. You'll see that here in a minute. At the bottom we have the multifunction display, which shows the remaining time and all that. Then we have sleep, we have timer, we have an EQ, FM, mono, stereo. There's the mode selection first for aux, tuner, or CD. And then below that we have the volume and power, volume up and down rocker, and the power button is in the center. And here is again the look of the unit. Each one of the CDs have a play button. I'll show that in a minute when I load up the disc. You can see here each one has a little circular play button that you just press if you want to jump from one disc to the other, or if you have the remote you can do that as well. On the back of the unit it does have facilities for wall mounting, 2 different places here. I'll show it up closer so you can see. Put your screw in the wall and then it's like the typical wall hanging mechanism. At the bottom has the feet for standing up, for just putting on a desk. This one was manufactured September 2003. Again, model number MS3103. At the top, we have headphone jack. We have the right and left speaker output that says 4 ohms. And then beside that, we have the RCA aux in and line level output. That is not a preamp output, it's a line level output. Here's a unit overall, very cool looking. Let's roll some of that beautiful bean footage. So there you've seen the awesome operation of the CD mechanism within this Emerson CD player, the triple play. Now let's fire up the good old SMD to More Engineering and try this amplifier out. Make sure you check the video description for Wilson Audio merch. Smash me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't already if you like content like this. Let's talk about the dyno test. Certified, uncertified, and dynamic. Certified test measures up to 1% THD. Uncertified measures up to clipping. Dynamic uses the IHF 202 standard for dynamic power. And just remember, this is the worst amplifier I've ever Tested.
Thanks, Big D. This is Dick Riculous.
Units like this are very simple to hook up to the dyno. Just literally hook up the speaker connections, plug it into the wall, and you're good to go. Here is this Emerson triple play. You can see it's very unique setup and design, and for it to be made in 2003 and it still to be working and it to be an Emerson, that's pretty impressive because these things are generally not very well made. Let's stop the CD and I'll show you how the door opens. It's really cool. It's motorized. You can put 3 different CDs in and switch between the 3. This is not backlit, which is kind of a pain in the butt. It has EQ settings. You can see we have it set to flat right now. You can switch between CD, FM, and also auxiliary. It has an auxiliary input. I'll show you that back here. You can see the speaker inputs. There's a headphone out, aux in, and a line out. That is not a preamp out. It's a constant line level output for recording. But if you did want to go like into some better powered speakers, you could use the headphone jack here. Or you could, just use a high-level adapter and use those, because we're not getting much power out of this unit here, but still really cool. My daughter wanted to use it in her room because she's into CDs now. So I want to get something that looked cool. So what do you guys think? Before I start up here, I wanted you to notice the voltage that you see displayed is for the battery bank that's powering the dyno. You can also notice the 1 kilohertz detect light on the dyno. First off, we're going to try 8 ohm stereo. No ratings are provided, so we have no idea what to expect. And it's a good thing we didn't have high expectations, because check this out. You see it, 3 watts.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
Got him! Got him!
I mean, maybe I should not expect more than a couple watts per channel, but, I assumed they would use like a car radio chip in this amplifier. But you can see even uncertified 4 watts and 3 watts. So we're, this is just unreal how little amount of power this amplifier has built in, even dynamic. Look at this. We've struggled to get 4 watts and 3 watts per channel. Let's try 4 ohms stereo and see how it does.
You know how them sound waves go?
According to the back, this unit does want 4 ohm speakers, so let's see what we get at 4 ohms. Notice it counts up really slow, and yeah, we got 5 watts per channel, and that is not very good. Emerson, at least you tried, but I would say that you failed.
This is not a Mickey Mouse program!
Not really sure why we're wasting any more time here with the test, but we'll try the uncertified run at 4 ohms. And here it is. You can see 6 watts on channel 1, 5 watts on channel 2 at the clipping point. Then we'll load up the dynamic 1 kilohertz burst tone. And let's see, right now it shows 5 watts per channel, and channel 1 again jumps up to 6 watts. Simply amazing. Let's talk about the results, but before we do, remember, this is the worst amplifier I've ever tested. Okay, so here you go. You just saw all the results. 3 watts at 8 ohms, 5 watts at 4 ohms. And yeah, I don't know anything else to do, just facepalm, because this is really, really disappointing. But I'm sure you guys are asking, do it bump though? Okay, so we cheated a little bit, used a headphone output, powered speakers with a powered subwoofer, and it actually sounded okay. Now this unit also includes a remote control, which I didn't talk about this earlier. It uses 2 AAA batteries and it controls all the functions of this unit. And if you get one of these, make sure you get the remote control as well. Very helpful. Let's talk about the good stuff. You can use 3 CDs. It has cool looks. You can impress your friends. The motorized CD door Has a headphone output, which you can use as a preamp out if you'd like. Has an aux input and an aux output, and relatively inexpensive if you look on eBay. However, I would caution people, these quality and reliability wise are not very good. The amp output, as you saw by the test, is extremely weak. Does not have a subwoofer preamp output unless you get the MS3103 model. No MP3 on CD playback, which is kind of unbelievable for this late in 2000. And the included speakers look really cheesy. I would just bypass those completely. So there you have it, guys. The worst amp I've ever tested and one of the coolest devices I've ever seen, the Emerson Triple Play MS3103. Not sure that I would recommend one of these, but my daughter wanted one, so we're going to try it out for a while. I'll report back later, let you guys know how it works. Till next time, Big D, I'm out of here. Okay, now we have the 2.67 ohm load. I have no idea if it'll actually do this load. Figure it has got a car audio amplifier chip in it, but it might not. Let's try 1 kilohertz certified 2.67 ohms, see if it'll do the test. Here we go. Alright, 5 watts per channel. Looks like as much as we're going to get. And just for kicks, we'll try the 2 ohm test just to see if it'll do it. I don't think it will. Let's try it. Hopefully we don't blow up the machine when my daughter wants to use this. Okay, so it is not wanting to do past 5 watts per channel. What about, since we got it going here, what about dynamic? Here we go, dynamic 2 ohms. Oh, hitting 6 watts. Making sparks fly in the OSS labs.
You big dummy.
Wow. Never been so excited to get 6 watts per channel.